What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jimmy Talk. So, if you watch my videos regularly, you know that this is not the kind of videos that I normally do. And if you don't watch normally, then the message still applies. But you're probably wondering the same thing regardless. Why does this guy fucking hate airplanes? Well, it's because they've really turned it to just like a big corporate shitification thing. And all of dignity and comfort has just been dismantled. It's just been taken away from us. And it's really a basic service that was really reduced down to, boost shareholder value. And, it's degraded for such a while now, it's hard to tell when it all just started going to shit. And I really think I looked into this and I think it was really just like slowly over time. It was like a death of a thousand cuts kind of way. Now, let me explain why I fucking hate airplanes. This all starts like the shitty airplane experience before you even get on the airplane. It starts when you're at home, when you're on your phone or your computer. And it starts out when you're on the website to go buy your seats. It's just additional charges everywhere. Do you want to make sure your seat is close to your family? That'll be extra. Do you need to check a bag because you're tired of the whole overhead bin thing and people stuffing their suitcases up with 40 pounds of bricks and beans? More money. Are you craving some sort of comfort with a few more inches of leg room? Get your credit card out. It's just like, dude, can I stop being graped for like just 5 seconds, please? It's almost like they've taken the entire concept of flying on an airplane, like a purchase service. So you pay to fly on their airplanes, and they've hollowed them out. And they sell you back the features they took away at a premium. The advertised prices are always a lie, and it's just a way to lure you back in. Then, before you even get on the plane, you have this whole like demeaning and just largely just a performative ritual that's run by the TSA. You're herded through these lines that are almost like a maze, and you're forced to take off your shoes, your belts, take your laptop out of your bag. You're subjected to these invasive scanners and pat downs by an elderly woman or like a really fat, sweaty guy. And it seems like it's really just suspicion. It's not courtesy. Like the entire process is just designed to treat every person going on an airplane, from a grandma to some businessman, as a potential terrorist. And it sets a tone of like just institutional distrust and powerlessness that just sets the tone. Then, once you're done with the TSA rub down, you make it through there. You're going to like the gate areas. It's where you get on the planes and all that stuff. And you can't bring your water because the water might be used to make a bomb or some shit. So you have to go and buy some water from some overpriced store that wants $20. And God forbid you're hungry or something, because a burger, that shit is like $45. You try to go and like charge your phone or something, and there's 16 people gathered around a single outlet, and then you plug your phone in and the charger just falls right out of the wall. And you've been standing there for a while charging your phone, and you're like, okay, I want to go sit down, and then the chair is hard as fuck. And then it's time to get on the airplane, and you have people cutting in through the lines and stuff. It's stressful. They call people by groups and status levels first. I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but like it's true. And then everyone just crowds the gate anyway. So like group 1 and then like group 46, that guy's standing in front of everybody for some reason. Okay, so now you've made it through getting your credit card gouged. You've made it through the TSA sexual rub down portion. Then you've made it through the $4,000 for a bottle of water area. Now you're on the plane. And this is when you just get hit with more decay. Like, they call these seats, and I think it's a little bit of an exaggeration. What actually awaits you in your seat is just some thinly padded plastic that somebody's farted and shitted in like 14 million times. And God help you if you're taller than, I don't even, like 5'3", because these seats just have absolutely no leg room. And the guy behind you, he's shoving his foot in your already tiny little leg room area. And God forbid you also want to recline your seat a little bit, because now this is like an act of aggression with the guy behind you, and it's like a seat back war. And you just have no space. You can't win. You're packed in like a herd. And if you're sitting in the middle seat, the guy next to you probably wants to take your arm. It's like people don't understand the whole entire like arm space room rule. And then, you get your seat, and then there's like a family of 12, and they're like, hey, actually, I didn't want to spend more money to get another seat with all of my family. So can you just switch with me? And then you have to say yes or no to them. And that's usually just what it is when people ask to switch seats. They just didn't want to pay more, and they're just planning on going on the plane and saying, hey, I'm going to make you feel bad if I can't sit next to all my family. So let me have your seat. And people back in the day also, when you were flying in the air, it doesn't even matter where you were. You used to get some meals. Now you just get some stale pretzels and a drink, as if you aren't paying enough already. Let's take away the food that they used to give people to make the flight a little bit more bearable. And if this just wasn't bad enough, if you just want to make your flight a little more bearable, then you have to buy the Wi-Fi. Obviously, you can't use like your data when you're 4,000 feet, however up high in the air that you are. And when you're also flying inside of the cabin, it's just like a melting pot of like the worst people you've ever met, with zero spatial awareness. Like the guy who's, again, we're getting into the recliner seat war, or the one guy who wants to take his shoes off because that's appropriate for some reason, or the person who just wants to sit next to you and talk for 4 hours straight because they think it's a good time to share their entire life story. And then finally, at the end of the day, there's still accountability or lack thereof from the airlines themselves. They just don't care. Like if they fail, they don't care. If something is delayed, like a flight because it's raining 4 states away or something, it's just like tough shit. If you lost your luggage, or if they lost your luggage, really, it's just a problem to solve. It's like going through a maze. The customer service is all automated, or it's all like Indian reps who barely speak English. So yeah, airplanes, I just hate airplanes. Airplanes suck now just because of a lot of regulation. It's they suck. I hate it. Like, you have the luxury of driving, or you can get your real ID so the government can track you better so that you can fly. And then you can be packed in like a bunch of Amazon boxes on a box truck or something like that. So, yeah, basically, they've just taken the miracle of human innovation and they've turned it into fucking dog shit. So, yeah, that's really all for me today, guys. Yeah, America first. God bless you and your families. Jimmy Talks out.